Hi everyone, my name is Angela from Angela Stitches and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to work on Blue Moon Angel by Lavender and Lace, and this is, I believe, my 8th project for Maynia this month, and this is actually my first Lavender and Lace purchase and one of my favorites. I really like a lot of the Lavender and Lace's design. I've also done a lot of their free designs on that's available on their website, but this is the one that really caught my eye. So this is what it's going to look like when it's finished. It's super pretty. So this is another one that's on a 32 count fabric because this was started maybe 3 or 4 years ago. So back then I only stitched on 32 counts. So yeah, and this is a Picture This Plus fabric called Mystic, I believe. I think I got this through 123 Stitch and I think it's still available there. And this is also one of the ones that I had to do a lot of research for the right fabric. When I chose this, I was really worried that the blue of her dress was just not going to show up on the fabric because some of the DMCs matched the fabric perfectly to the dark and light part of the modeling. But it worked out well because those colors were the middle tones of the dress. So it really didn't matter because where the fabric and the stitching met were different colors, if that makes sense. So it was either really light or really dark in those areas, so it separated the angel from the fabric. So I think it works. So I was really, and still really happy with this choice. And also I'm stitching 2 over 2, but with this I'm stitching skin 1 over 1. So I started doing that on her hands and I'm going to do that on her face as well. But I don't think I want to do that in this rotation because it takes a lot of concentration. So I think I'll do that some other time and work on the other parts for this rotation. And then for this I have a whole box with the full bobbins, just like my Sleeping Beauty, and also the beads, and I have this crown. It only calls for 1, and then this charm. I'm not sure if this is the exact same one, but it's pretty similar, so yeah, can't wait to finish this project with it. But I think I might gold plate the charm because it might be brass, and if there isn't any coating on it, it's going to tarnish over time. So to prevent any tarnishing on it, I'm going to either gold plate it, but gold, I think it'll be too bright for this design, so I might do a different type of plating or a coating on it, or even just wax it maybe. I don't know yet. So anyways, I think I'm going to work on this section this time, or I can stitch the moon over here. I think I'm more interested in stitching the pinks, so I think I'm going to work on that. So I'm going to work on this today and tomorrow, so hopefully I can get a lot done. Hi everyone, so today is the last day with Blue Moon Angel by Lavender and Lace, and I did stitch a lot yesterday. I did this whole section with the pinks. So in the picture it's this bunch right here. So yeah, that was really fun and I just kept on stitching, and my working copy ends right here. But I think I'm really into the pinks right now, so instead of moving on to the blue, I think I'm gonna move up here and do these pink ribbons. Which I really love. Lots of movement in this design, which is what I love about this chart. So yeah, I think I'm gonna work on that later when I get back from work. So yeah, I didn't really update as often for this video, but I was just really into stitching all the pinks. it was really fun, so I just kept on going. And it's really nice to stitch 2/2 on a 32 count Picture This Plus fabric because I think, well, because of the dyeing process, I think the 32 count feels more like, I don't know, I need to count to make sure, but it feels like a 35 count or even 36, so the coverage is really good. I remember kind of, well, not worried, but I did a sample stitching on this fabric with a lighter color. I think I did it with one of the yellows and a white to see the coverage, and her wings look really good. There isn't any fabric showing, but I do sometimes railroad just to make the floss lay flatter, but I don't do that for every stitch. I just do that when I feel like the threads are twisting. But yeah, like I was saying, even though it says 32 count fabric for Picture This Plus fabrics, it feels smaller than that, or actually higher count. So keep in mind when you're ordering from Picture This Plus. I really don't mind. I actually really like that coverage, but at the beginning I think I thought it was a little too bulky because I wasn't used to it. And I think this was one of my first Picture This Plus fabrics. So yeah, and also I think it's better that way than having a lot of fabric showing underneath the stitching because the coverage isn't good. So especially when you're stitching on dark fabric with a light color or vice versa, I think it's better to be a little bit bulkier, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think I'm gonna head out to work, but I'm going to work on those pink ribbons when I get back, so I'll talk to you later. I was really enjoying stitching these pinks yesterday, so I was looking for pinks in my working copy to stitch, and there were these ribbons. So I just finished that, and I don't think there is any more pinks in the working copy that I have. So now I'm just seeing what I feel like stitching right now, and I actually just want to continue stitching the pinks because I already have these out. So maybe I'll make another working copy to continue with these, or start working on the other areas with a different color scheme. I don't know, we'll see. So after my last clip, I realized that this wasn't finished. So I thought I finished that whole section last night, but there was some empty spaces near the bottom area here. So I just finished that, and I think I'll try to finish her wings, maybe just fill in the empty spaces because I think that calls for just one color. So all I need to do is just fill in. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Hi everyone, so I'm going to put this away today, but I just wanted to show you my progress one last time before I do that. So last night I stitched the pink ribbons and then started doing the wings, like the empty spaces, but I'm not sure if you could even tell because it actually called for two different off-white grays and I couldn't find one of the DMCs, so I did only one of them. And yeah, I did stitch, but I'm not sure, it's really not that noticeable. And then I stitched here a little bit because that was a lavender color, so I was kind of into that. So yeah, this time I think I was really into stitching based on color because I don't know, I think that was just the mood that I was in. So I'm really happy with my progress, but I feel like I could have focused a little bit more and made more progress. But next time when I get back to this project, I want to finish the skin 1/1 on her face and fill in these two sections. But working on this made me want to get more lavender and lace charts because they also have very pretty designs just like Mirabilia's, and I only have two so far, so yeah, I think I want to start collecting lavender and laces as well. So yeah, really happy with this, but I'm going to put this away. And my next project, which I'm super excited about, is my garden prelude. So it's Thursday today. Yeah, and I'm going to work on this until Friday tomorrow, and then on Saturday I'm going to start a new project. And I still need to dye my fabric before that, so I think I'm going to do that tomorrow, but I'll include the fabric dyeing portion of the video into the new start video because it's for that project. But this is Garden Prelude, and I'm stitching this on a 40 count that I hand dyed myself, and I did a coffee dye, but I added a couple of drops of teal into the dye, so it came out this khaki color which matched the picture in here. And then after that I added diluted drops of blue and pinks onto the fabric. And I did that because I'm not going to stitch any of these flowers in the background or the architecture. So I'm just going to stitch the girl with the violin. So I added the color to the background instead. So I think I'm going to stitch her dress. No, actually I think I want to finish her hair and the ribbons. And if I finish that somehow before Friday, I'll move over to the dress. And I think there is some back stitching on her face. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do the hair and the back stitching first before I move on to the dress. So yeah, I guess that's it. I hope everyone is doing well, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!